Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Palette, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off this episode with an important plug from our sponsors. Please make sure to go to giantdickpills.com. They will make your dick... They'll make it denser, but the thing that's hard about them is that the dick pills themselves are really big to swallow.
Don't forget to use promo code Fearfic420 for $420 off. They're very expensive pills.
Well, with how big they are, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. And once you get your purchase in, retweet a picture of it with the hashtag FearFicThisDick. And you'll get another promo code for your next installment.
That's right. And if you post a picture of your before and after penis with the hashtag full size, Abysmii will like it. Just click favorite.
No, but the important thing to get out of this, though, is that dick pills are for everyone. Mm-hmm. Men, women, children.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put on, take a few dick pills and then go out and, have that be your Halloween costume, guy with an uncomfortable erection, that's going to be in vogue. So make sure to go to spicydickpills.com, jalapeno.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to open the promo code. Don't forget to enter the promo code after you open the promo code in the description below.
They come in multiple different varieties, such as gargantuan girth, elongated length,
right?
Everything you want in your dick, but up to you. It's your choice.
And if you are looking for the opposite, you could try flaccid tutti frutti.
Mm-hmm. Or shrinky dinks.
Mm-hmm.
Shrinky dinks is very popular this year. Very popular.
So yeah, that is speciesdickpill.com / what was it? Quadruped?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure to go to flaccidpenisforme.com.
Don't forget to go to dickpills.io. You can play the Flash game there. You have to catch the pills with the penis, and it gets bigger as you go. The challenge, it becomes less and less challenging as time goes on. It's actually kind of odd for a video game, but,
And if you're not comfortable making this purchase right away, you can always read up about it on the Giant Dick Pills wiki.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, though, about
can I just
Flaccid
interrupt
Flash.
you? I got to interrupt you really quick. It's the Giant Dick Pills fandom. Sorry.
Sorry. You're right.
But if you actually play the Flaccid Flash game, yes, your dick gets bigger as it goes along, but people like Katamari Damacy, so, I mean, it just makes sense.
That's right. And don't forget
Katamari Dick Mossy.
Don't forget to watch Flaccid Flash in theaters from the DCU this summer, starring Owen Wilson as the Flash, as the Flaccid Flash.
A movie that everyone will go see and no one will remember after the drive home.
That's right.
It's basically an RPC entry.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
So that's dcdickpills.org / Marvel movies. Don't forget to enter the promo code.
Marvel?
Yeah. Don't forget to enter the promo code Fearfic6969691337.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, but then when you go to, it's just, you see the Flaccid Flash, and then you go to the water cooler the next day. It's the Monday. It's like, wow, man, that was a good movie. It's like, did you see the Flaccid Flash? Yeah, good. I like the part where, wait a fucking second. No, I saw it. And then you scroll through your Twitter. It's like, yeah, I took a picture of the tickets and posted them. Weird. What happened? Huh. I remember there was a part at the near the beginning where it said Flaccid Flash.
Right.
And I remember there was a guy in a red suit
Was it Santa?
These are sending up a lot of red flags.
God damn it.
It was really weird when Red Flag and Dickpool came in at the end credit scene.
There was who else was there? Willie Reen instead of Wolverine. Does that work? Wankerine? How can we work that in?
Gotta get the X-Men in here.
Wolverectum? Is that
Wolverection?
Wolverection, yes, there we go. Wolverection was there. Played by Hugh Jack Off, I guess.
Huge Jackman. You don't need to work to make it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hugh Jack's Men, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So once again, that's GodzillaCock.net.
GodzillaCock.net.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That one sounds too real.
Yeah. Make her Mothra squirm with GodzillaCock.net.
It's available. We should get that. I mean, it's totally a real site. You should go visit it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what? And then you could also get Shin Godzilla Cock, which will make your cock so big it goes down to your shins.
Jesus Christ. And for the ladies who don't have a penis, just go to mechagodzillacock.net.
Mm-hmm.
Get a nice robot.
Godzilla Cock does sound like a Bad Dragon dildo installment. This one's just Godzilla Cock.
Up next in the next installment of Dragon Dildo. Oh God! So what the fuck are we doing?
Apparently reading Halloween stories.
Oh yeah. Go to halloweeny.net. Actually, that probably exists.
Probably.
Well, we're reading the Funhouse, and we see a picture that says "Big Show." I'm assuming that inside they're going to advertise BigShowCocks.com.
Yes, Big Show Cocks.
It's like Showgirls, but little
cocks.
It's just chickens line dancing in there.
Damn
And
it!
sexy skirts.
Yeah, we're gonna read The Funhouse by on the Creepypasta wiki.
How much do you have to pay to go in the back room and have one of them egg on your face?
I mean, you can get that for free at the supermarket if you show up early enough.
Yeah, if you want to.
You ever see a cluck show?
Cluck show. God damn it! All right, so
Look at the clutch on her.
do we want to just end the episode now, or
Yeah, we're not. Oh, we're on our game here. This is a game.
Mhm.
Dick jokes for how long now?
8
All right.
minutes.
for how long? Get it?
Guys, this has been 2 hours of dick jokes. We will maybe edit it down to less than 10 minutes.
Right. I will say that we should probably start reading because it's hard to keep it up at this point.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why we got to blow our load so soon, though.
So this is the Funhouse on the Creepypasta fandom. It's not the wiki.
Cum House.
God damn it. I don't know who the author is. Abysmii probably is going to look at some point.
Well, I
How's that
wrote it.
pronounced?
So
Cum Hose?
Cum hose? At cumhose.flume.
I think you guys forgot. I start reading at the beginning of every podcast, so this is never going to get started. I'm just going to keep making dick jokes.
What do we do in this case, Abysmii? Do we break the glass or the emergency glass?
Yeah, we break the emergency glass, which holds a promo code for giant cockwieners.
Fucking hell.
The dusk air was clogged with the scent of deep fried semen. The clouded fried food. Sorry. The air clouded with the exclamations of hundreds of happy carnival goers as they sped through rides with reckless abandon. It was the perfect event. The joyous atmosphere filled the hearts and
No, it wasn't.
It was the perfect evening, guys. Okay, they're having it was the perfect reading. Mm-hmm. The joyous atmosphere filled the hearts and minds of everyone there with enough fun to last until their next adventure. I couldn't help but smile my brightest, widest grin.
All right, so the narrator is some sort of monster because he has a wide grin. Probably no other features. He's very tall, wears a suit.
They called me Mr. Widemouth, and I was looking from the funhouse doors.
They called me.
Go ahead.
Do you want to know how I got this grin?
Want to know how I got this job? My father wouldn't put me through college. So now I work here.
They call me the look-see.
Jesus Christ. The look-see. The look-see is a carny, I guess, in our canon now. Is that what we're getting at here?
I'm okay with that. He couldn't keep up his dick. Haha. No, he couldn't keep his job at Crypt TV, so he had to go work for a carnival.
That would, if we had, okay, everybody out there, if there's anybody out there like any Saudi oil prince or somebody who has a lot of money and loves our show, we need money to make like sketches and things, because that would be really funny to do like a video of where are they now with TV characters, you know? Just Giggles the clown pumping gas, you know?
How much effort did they put into the look-see and like no one cares 3 months later?
Well, how much effort did they put into designing the character? Because that would be none, but...
Yeah.
How much advertising budget did they put in?
How much money?
Yeah.
It was the season of carnivals, fairs, and outdoor festivals. The sweet smell of cotton candy washed over the land like a flash flood. That is a wonderful image, a flash flood of cotton candy. The bright emerald... What?
Many were killed.
Millions suffocated under sucrose. The bright emerald of my eyes swept over the masses, spying large, overstuffed animals bobbing through the crowd as children and adults alike totted their prizes through the fairgrounds. Everyone here tonight was a child at heart, including myself.
Even though I was a serial killer.
It really does kind of feel like that, but maybe not.
I had a wide smile and emerald eyes.
Everyone's a child. It's Mr. Widemouth. He's got green eyes or some shit. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Eyemouth.
This is I like the writing of this.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was saying. It's very visual. It's fun. The hyperbole is nice. It's all down to earth, but in a extravagant way. And that feels like what it's like going to the carnival.
Yeah, I'm picking up on the fact that there is no descriptor of the narrator at all. Like in terms of when I was a kid, we went to the fair, or I recently went back to the fair for the first time since I was a kid or something. So the fact that there's like nothing at all determining anything about our narrator automatically makes me think, they're a monster or a serial killer. You know?
Yeah. There is a 25% chance that is the case, because forced perspective can do that. Counterpoint, though, do we ever get personality out of creepypasta narrators? Very, very scarcely.
Also, you know,
Oh, hey there. It's me, Abysmii. I'm just sitting here in my bathtub with some scented candles and some wine, and I just wanted to let all of you lovely people know that, if you hadn't noticed already, there were some complications with Slimebeast's audio, little bits of cutting in and out and fidelity issues, because of course, Becky the human being was nomming on all of the electrical lines and fiber optic hookups for his internet connection. We hope she stops doing that soon. But luckily, I'm around, and I told Elias to keep a secondary backup recording going, just in case something like this ever happens. And I've also instructed Elias to splice in the audio from both recordings, so if you hear something weird or slightly different in quality, well, now you know why. And I'll leave you back with the episode. All right, Elias, cut this out, fix that up. Get the fuck out of my bathroom.
Okay. Spying one of my favorite carnival treats, the funhouse, I giddily trotted over towards the old converted trailer in search of those infamous mirrors and cheap pranks. My friends had all gone in search of their favorite greasy fair delicacies. That's a horrible way to refer to women. Leaving me to my own... What a greasy fair delicacy you are. Yes.
Oh, that's too real.
I said it was bad. Leaving me to my own devices. While I disliked going on most of the rides by my lonesome, I could more than handle the various mysteries inside the funhouse. Who had shat in the corner? Who threw up? And after all, they were mostly geared to scare children. Most of them I had seen a million times, and at most provided me a chuckle or two. Once in a while, something would jump out and startle me. No comment. But even then, the prank was met with laughter. It was a fun house after all, and I almost read that as slaughter instead of laughter.
So our narrator does not work at the carnival.
Right. And their narrator is not a kid because they say
True.
They were meant to scare kids. Not
but
me.
we don't know if he's an adult or like a teenager. So
I'm picturing a 90-year-old.
We don't know.
Shelter world.
But your theory about it being a monster is starting to get wonky.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
I dug a few tickets from my pocket, taking inventory as I read the sign outside the old trailer. A young Hispanic man stood by the door.
This is a 90-year-old. I met a Hispanic man today.
Hispanic just means you speak Spanish. How do you someone, okay.
I could tell by his Spanish T-shirt with the Spanish message.
Se habla español.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
the
you.
shirt says, yeah.
I didn't know you were Hispanic, Abysmii.
It's the secret is out.
I didn't know aliens could be Hispanic.
Family values, Hispanic Abysmii.
We really got to push family values Abysmii for SummerSlam.
Hey, Roswell is in New Mexico. It all makes sense.
His smile. Aliens crash land and they somehow know how to speak Spanish, but they can't speak English.
Would you like to meet our leader? Man from space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking he would talk more like a cholo, but none of us can probably do that accent without sounding horribly offensive.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Because you would get a divorce. His smile only broke by a sip from his fresh, ice-cold lemonade he held in his right hand as people entered. Because his left hand was a hook.
Yeah, that's fucking exactly it. He's a carny.
They call me Hooky.
Jesus Christ. They call half the people here Hooky.
That lot lizard over there, they call her Hooky the whore.
Jesus Christ. They call her the greasy fair delicacy.
The GFD.
Yes, the GFD.
The GFD is DTF.
Mm-hmm.
She's the oldest ride in the park. As people entered, he would smile and nod, placing their tickets in his pocket with his non-hook hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was 5 tickets
You have
to enter.
to hold his lemonade for him when he gives you the ticket.
Just put the tickets in my lemonade. It was 5 tickets to enter. I had exactly 7. What a fine way to end my magical night at the fair. So, you get 5 tickets versus 7 tickets, which is kind of like getting $7 off and ending up only paying $5 for $12dickpills.com.
$12dickpills.com. Use our promo code Abysmii.
It's a terrible promo code. Not memorable at all.
It's not, and it is spelled incorrectly, so good luck with that, everyone.
Abizme.
It's spelled with 2 I's, but not in the place that you're used to.
Just like Abysmii, he has 2 eyes, but not the place you're used to.
They're firmly within my armpits. I don't see what's weird about that.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's his eyes are just really far apart like Troy Wagner's.
God damn it.
Passing the little light blue squares of paper off to the vendor, I merrily stepped up the stairs and into the dark interior of the large refurbished trailer. I had to blink a few times to adjust my eyes to the light. Pausing for just a moment, I pulled the length of my long, red hair back over my shoulders and secured it with a purple hair tie from my left wrist. I was ready to have some fun. all by my greasy fair. All by my lonesome.
Long red hair, emerald eyes, giant smile. Leprechaun.
Now, if you're
Leprechaun,
feeling,
yes.
if you're feeling impure, like your penis has been violated, you can go to largerefurbishedtrailer.com to get rejuvenating dick pills.
That's right.
Feel young again.
Oh, man. Just knock twice when you get to the trailer. As I began down the tiny dark corridor, I could hear the echoes of I make pauses and you don't deliver. I could hear the echoes of the people who entered before me chuckling and squealing.
Echoes spelled incorrectly.
Which one is?
Echoes.
Oh.
What is?
Oh.
Echoes.
Oh.
But which word is spelled incorrectly?
I heard a couple up ahead. The woman giggling like a schoolgirl after her boyfriend, and in parentheses, or male counterpart, I should say, instead of making assumptions.
Oh boy.
Let out a frightened cry. This is a very woke fair. This is a very fair fair.
Hello, I am male counterpart seeking out greasy fair delicacy.
Oh my God. Okay, so I don't know. We doing another Becky the Human Being sketch where she meets male counterpart?
Becky's, I think, my favorite character we've ever come up with. So I'm always down for that.
Becky is definitely our favorite. Like, sorry, but Becky is
sorry. Everyone else is. There's a lot of close seconds, but Becky the Human Being is just so special.
My favorite is all of mine, but okay. I quietly uttered a chuckle. Men usually seem to be the biggest chickens when it came to these types of thrills. I keep pausing and you guys don't deliver.
No, but like we are trying to now talk about how our narrator is a whammon. And it's kind of weird that they didn't mention, like, give like a little bit of a context clue earlier.
So you're saying that it ruined the story?
No.
Honestly, it doesn't really bother me that the context clue is this far in.
Oh, so you're saying that it's okay. You give permission for her to be a woman.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But if you are looking to enhance your male counterpart in an all-natural way, go to enhancemycounterparts.com. That's enhancemycounterparts.com. Use promo code MAIL. That's MAIL.
MAIL. Fucking damn it.
As I rounded the first dark corner, I was met with my first scare. An old prop. I'm going to reiterate right now. I like this. I like that we're going to go through a fun house and just have it described to us.
You like skipping, DP?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
As I rounded the dark corner, I met my first scare. An old prop, greasy delicacy or whatever. And hi, call me an old prop. And if you want to prop up your old prop, hanging out of a hanging man flew out. Oh, man. Ooh, kind of stroking out here, guys. Oh, my God. My eyes are kind of glazing over.
To be fair, this sentence could be written better.
Yeah, this is going to be a doozy to get through.
An old prop of a hanging man flew out from the way, its limbs flailing about limply. And if you are having problems...
I'm Flail Limbly, here to talk to you about penis pills.
With the penis reinvigorator, we'll apply a sudden jolt to your limp member.
No, it's Flail Limbly. He's trying to get your penis to be flaccid again.
Yeah.
Are you tired of pesky full erections? Try my new penis stroker.
God
Won't
damn.
make your penis hard, it'll stroke out your penis.
Stroke one out on the stroked out penis. It's like a reverse stranger.
You can feel your hand, but you can't feel your penis.
Oh, no.
You gain the sensation of giving someone else a hand job.
How fulfilling.
Are you having difficulty giving out hand jobs? Said nobody ever.
Except Abysmii just now. Quote 2019.
I keep advertising them on Twitter, and no one ever takes me up on the offer.
Hashtag full size.
Fucking hell.
Oh. I still can't get over reverse strangers.
A reverse stranger would just be somebody you know, though. So
An inverted stranger?
Inverted stranger. The inverted stranger. Yes.
Whoa. Sick 720 inverted stranger, bro.
Oh, man.
Limbs flailing about limply from the sudden jolt that had forced from its place in the wall. Oh, I hate it when the dick that comes through the glory hole's limb.
Mm-hmm.
I jumped, my body flooded with an anxious tingling that seemed to dissipate all throughout my fingers and toes.
Heyo.
I'm so delirious from laughing at reverse strangers that I can't digest what I am reading.
I mean, I get exactly what the author is describing. This is, I think, one of those moments where being a bit flowery is actually a detriment, because that was very clunky to read and even more clunky to say. I thought you were going
to say even more so for Brandon. I was like, damn.
I have to let up on the insults sometimes.
Just because Brandon looked through a glory hole because he thought it said goalie hole and was worried about what the hell was on the other side.
I feel like Brandon would seek out glory holes pretty with gusto.
Reading the bathroom wall. Mm-hmm. Goalie hole.
I don't need to know. That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Stick your male counterpart here.
I chuckled, pushing the dummy aside as I headed further into the funhouse. There was something odd as my fingers had pushed against the prop. It felt slightly warm and gooey. Great fix. Perhaps they had actually put some effort into things this year. And if you want yours to be slightly gooey and warm and limp and anxious, try anxiety dick pills. SSRIs for your penis. Go to mydickisanxious.com / I got depression.
Jesus Christ.
After another couple... Sorry.
I was going to say somebody's warm and gooey and hanging, so this is another autoerotic asphyxiation gone awry.
Yeah, I'm going to hang myself in the funhouse. That they say you have fun there. After another couple feet, a ghastly glowing sheet came flying across the ceiling, accompanied by the familiar ghostly sounds Halloween had made famous. My green sights, that is a almost arrogant way to describe your eyes. My green sights followed the sheet until it disappeared into a back wall. Without a second thought, I made my way further down the hall. Before long, I came to another corridor, my face almost meeting the back wall rather abruptly, if not for my toes hitting the painted cardboard. I blinked, squinting for a moment to gather my bearings again. It was easy to get lost in places like this, the black interior and lack of lighting, leaving you disorientated and easier to spook.
Yeah, it's easier to get spooked around black things.
Especially if there's a white sheet coming after them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
racist ass funhouse.
I think that Slimebeast died.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're back. I'm here with my esteemed colleagues, Dead Palette and Abysmii, without whom I could not do this wonderful show. They're too important. They're too crucial. So we're back in the story after the call drop. Mm-hmm. For anybody who was just listening 2 seconds ago when the call dropped. Is it anybody there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, we're
boo.
Do we want to do a second cold open or?
Dude, fucking, I don't even know.
I don't think it's necessary.
I don't even remember what we read.
There was a red-haired girl with green eyes. I almost said green glasses. Green eyes. Red-haired girl. Are you
fucking with me, or was that real?
No, that's real.
It's the narrator is a red-haired girl with green eyes. She's in a fun house, a hall of mirrors, and she has seen a couple bodies in the place that are hanging around and shit. That's all that's happened in the story so far, despite the fact we've had half the story. Well, about a third of the story.
So the bodies haven't hit the floor yet.
No. Not yet. They haven't hit the floor. Okay.
Also, one of the bodies felt warm and gooey.
Yes.
Very important thing.
She reached out and her thumb went right in. Before I had time to recover from my encounter with the wall, she ran into a wall. There was a horrifying shriek, followed by another cheap prop dislodging from the wall. I let out a squeal of surprise, another squeal, falling back onto the floor as the dummy swung back and forth in front of me. All right, do we want to make an Epstein joke? Do we want to make a Carradine joke? What kind of joke do we want to make here? Get back
too
in the
easy.
groove.
Too easy.
Too easy? Too Easy, the rapper who died when he autoerotically asphyxiated.
So the thing that was hanging around looked fake, just like Epstein's body double.
Oh, goddamn.
Bum, bum, bum. Too Easy's rap career kind of took a nosedive, so now he has to play haunted houses at carnivals.
Yeah. Could you imagine Jeffrey Epstein is sent to the prison you're already a prisoner at, you're already an inmate there, and everybody around the prison is like, man, dude, he kind of looks like you. And you're like, yeah, that's true. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Anyway.
Where did that happen? That happened in something.
Real life. It had several flashing green LED lights scattered around it in odd places. Not scattered. Somebody actually shat the LED lights out onto it.
I was thinking actually like scat singing. So every time the LED lights pop off, it's
we put the lights on the body. Anyway,
maybe it's like a clapper and the lights are induced by scatting.
Yes.
Hey, everybody, I know the power went out. Everyone stays calm. Just got to keep scatting to keep the lights on.
Shat on, shat off.
No, scat on, scat off, goddammit. LED lights scattered around it in odd places. So this is like Dad was putting up Christmas lights and he fell from the roof. I chuckled as I plucked myself back up off the floor with my fingers. No. I gave my butt a rub or two. A genie came out. It was Robin Williams. He said, whoa, I've played in some dives before, but that place stinks. My cheeks a little sore from the tumble. It was nothing big, especially
maybe you mean not everyone is blessed with a big butt, but
that's true. You
don't need to be hard on yourself.
A redhead with green eyes, you're going to do fine anyway, even if you don't have a gigantic ass. It was not, shut up, cat.
That cat was just puking a meow at you.
Nothing big, especially not compared to the thrills I was getting this time around. Okay, so
we should have went with the Carradine joke there.
Yeah. Oh,
damn it.
If we only read ahead a little bit, but I remembered it's fucking Iron Man 2 when Whiplash has is broken out of prison and they like put a Whiplash body double in there.
Oh yeah.
Remember? Everyone remember Iron Man 2?
Yeah, everybody remembers Iron Man 2. Only not the worst Iron Man movie because of Iron Man 3.
I like all of the Iron Man movies. They are all enjoyable.
I love
Don't question, just consume products.
Yeah. I love the fact that Iron Man was like, let's start out with the story of a man who invents something and his evil business partner who wants to take it away. That's about it. And then as the movies progress, it's like, and there's fire and there's exploding people and there's people with fire veins and they spit fire. And then there's a guy, like, it went from such a small, humble beginning. It just went off the rails.
So every Marvel movie of the past 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay, what if we go back in time and we're going to steal time itself?
Yes.
It just gets weird and existential.
I stole my time in a bottle. Okay, so
we're supposed to be critiquing this story, not the MCU.
Yeah. Well, I did have a point to bring up. It's, except in the most extreme of haunted houses, you don't really get like thrown to the floor or bumped into very hard. So it's kind of weird that the narrator's like, oh, this is normal. Ha ha ha. When I'd be like, okay, this is, probably need to shut this down for a second and find out what happened.
The dangling body flew at me. It slapped me across the face with a backhand and called me a whore. Ha ha ha, I said. What an interesting prop.
Begone, thought, it screamed as it swung back into the wall.
I like the idea of they come up and just start spitting on your shoes. And you're like, I don't know that. I mean, like, that's crossing some boundary, but I can't be too bothered. It's just my shoes.
If you don't care about the shoes, it's fine. But why would you be wearing nice shoes into a haunted house in the first place?
Somebody out there make a meme.
That sounds like victim blaming. What are they doing? They're asking for it.
What do you expect dressing up like this for the carnival?
Jesus Christ.
You know the type of people that work there.
Shoe spitting victim blaming.
God damn it.
I started off with all this spit on my shoes. I started off the dumbing having the same warm, gooey texture as the last. This time, however, my fingers came away wet.
Yeah.
I frowned a bit. I made a bit of an O face.
Mm-hmm. I made what is it? A he-go face?
A he-go.
A he-go? Whatever.
Implying you don't know how to pronounce it.
If you just read it, then what do you...
I frowned a bit as I wiped them off my jeans. Probably grew from little dollar store LED lights.
Sure.
You
Reasonable assumption.
know how the dollar store LED lights have a little bit of glue.
Yeah, wet glue, as if it was just put there, like right before you got there. Totally makes sense.
Just comments by a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
If someone comes up to you on the street and says that, then they're trying to stab you. Perhaps the vendor could offer some wet wipes afterwards.
Yeah, no.
After and wards, 2 words. Afterwards, after they get out of the ward, because this is taking place in an insane asylum.
Hello, seasonal employee. Can you please hand me some wet wipes? As I'm sure you just have on you.
I used to play bass for seasonal wet wipe employee. It would only be right since it was their sloppiness that had caused it.
Again, no.
Have you been injured in a trip and fall accident in a haunted house due to dollar store LED light glue? You may be entitled to reimbursement.
Do you think it was mustard?
Halloween, a fun time for everyone, or nature's dangerous holiday. If you've been injured in a haunted... oh man, I want to make that fake ad now. That would be amazing. There's just so much material.
Have you been slapped by a dummy that was dumb and sloppy? Call now.
There were several more props that dislodged from the dark walls. Their little trapdoors squeaking as they popped open.
One of them was a glass, apparently.
Sorry, I just got my dinner here.
Your liquid dinner.
Liquid dinner. Injected straight into your veins.
I'm Abysmii. My wife cooks for me. I have a lovely home life. We don't make fun of you enough for being for existing.
For being a cishet white male.
That too.
The internet makes fun of me enough for that. Every time I log on to Twitter. Read. They're little trapdoors.
Platform.
No, I can't.
We've been reading the story for 48 hours.
Yes.
Our reading comprehension is shit. Their little trapdoors squeaking as they popped open to spit out some thrills. Various pained cries, shrieks, and Halloween sound effects echo through the halls. I feel like they're really belaboring this. Like, we get it. You're in a haunted house.
And we get it. They're like dead bodies or people being tortured. Not decorations. We get it.
I couldn't hear any more people in the trailer. They must have all made it out already. I was having a blast, my voice bouncing through the darkness with chuckles and squeals. I hadn't thought twice. That's
what it sounded like.
That's what Slimebeast sounds like when he watches a scary movie.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say when I'm giving my old face or my ahigo face. Ahigo.
I like the idea that the 3 of us are sitting down. It's like, hey, let's watch a good old horror movie. How about let's watch The Thing?
Yeah.
And then Slimebeast is just over there at all the scary parts, like
not far off from the truth. I tell you what. I don't know about The Thing, but
Well, the thing about it.
The thing about reading is I hadn't thought twice about the grotesque creativity used in the props, most of the dummies appearing rather lifelike in the dark.
Yeah, I get the bit about the thing, but let's read the story.
Shit, sorry. I'm sorry. To me, they were simply an improvement to the same old funhouse spiel.
Shapiel.
Shapiel.
Okay, guys. It's SH-PEAL. So they've misspelled spiel, which would be the correct term. But I like to think that the funhouse is owned by a sassy woman named Shapiel.
What ethnicity would this woman be?
I don't know. People
all of them.
Imaginations. All of them.
Hashtag yes, all women are sassy.
God damn it.
Funhouse. The hyphen is what really throws me off. Like, it shouldn't be in here at all.
The hyphen is silent.
How could it be anything other than Shapiel?
Excuse me. I was in your haunted house ride and my fingers got wet from some sort of glue. I don't think it's safe. Oh man, I mean, I can go get Shapiel for you, but you ain't gonna have a good time. I mean,
I need to talk to you.
Don't take shit, man. Come on.
This story's been fine up until this point. Like a couple typos here and there, but this is bizarre.
I don't know how you would, like, even the word spiel wouldn't make sense there.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not a speech they're giving.
Like if they said like a typical funhouse fair,
Is it spiel or spiel?
It's pronounced spiel, but it's spelled spiel.
Yeah, that's what I get confused on, I guess.
Because it's German or something.
But I mean, can you picture a bunch of carnies standing around doing nothing? And then they, one of them says, "Oh, Shapiel's coming," and they all clear out. You don't look happy.
Oh Lord, here comes Shapiel.
Damn it. She's a heck junker. Oh Lord, she coming?
It was this Shapiel sounds like a code word carnies give to people they don't like coming through haunted houses. We got another Shapiel.
There you go.
Look out. It was nice to see and feel some effort being put into this carnival classic. Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm reading ahead.
Okay, I'll take over for you there.
All
About 5 minutes I came to the door. my hands finding the knob.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good time for a carnival ride. Like if you go into a haunted house and like it's lasting more than 5 minutes, that's a good run time.
Yeah.
And it also depends on like how long you're in line. Like if you're in line for 30 minutes and it only takes 5 minutes, then you're probably playing damage roll on Overwatch now.
Good God. That's true. Does anybody still play Overwatch? After about 5 minutes, I came to a door, my hands finding the knob before I even realized what was in front of me. It was just a guy. My hands found his knob. I attempted to turn it, but it wouldn't budge. Ow, said the door.
Oh, my heart is steel knob.
God damn it. You ain't Shapiel. Frowning, I furrowed my brow in frustration. I like that alliteration. Removing my attention from the door, I felt my way around.
Frowning, I furrowed my brow in frustration. That's the same thing twice. That's the word and then its definition via an action.
Who cares? Wait. We're in a post-Shapiel world, a post-Mir world. Who gives a shit about anything anymore?
Shapiel is the Mir of this story.
No, but like frowning, you frown, and that like your mouth goes down. Coughing. I expelled liquid and other things from my chest in a harsh manner. Like it's superfluous. You already said what you're doing with coughing. No, you didn't.
If you got to frown when you go down, try rock hard knobs. I guess I don't know.
No, because you're frowning. You're moving your lips down. And then furrow your brow, you're putting your eyebrows down.
No, frowning is an entire facial exercise.
Listen.
Read into that what you will. We can
debate this after the show in our 4-hour after show.
We can debate this is the criticism. This is the meat of the show.
Removing my attention from the door, I felt my way around the hallway around me. running my fingers along the black walls, which is what feeling around would be. There didn't seem to be another way through. Maybe it was just jammed. Maybe
Hallway
it was full of jam.
surrounding me. All that I see. Absolute hallway.
Absolute frowning. I lean my body into the door, my hands furled. Furled. Okay. Furled. It just says furled.
Unfurled.
There comes Shapiel with them fertile hands of hers.
Can Shapiel be a what would you call that?
Carney hooker?
God damn.
I was actually thinking the Jewish person that gives you the circumcision.
A moil?
Moil. That's the term, isn't it? Yeah.
Shapiel Moil coming this season to ABC.
Oh, going to Shapiel, the penis.
God damn it. All right.
That bit fell flat. My hands furled as tightly as they could around the little handle. There's a lot of like hand on knob action in the story.
This is it's very tactile and physical, which is not a bad thing.
No, yeah, it's actually a very big compliment, but it needs to be toned down, and they need to focus on some of the other senses.
And explain what the fuck a Shapiel is.
Yes.
Well, maybe you're just not tactile enough to understand what a Shapiel is.
Yeah. It's like if you don't have synesthesia, you can't really like relate to having it. So
Abysmii is too much of a cishet white male to know, but DP and I know.
Mm-hmm. We have synesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed something strange when I pressed up against the door. There was a low mechanical hum coming from behind the door. Hey, there we got some sound. Nice. He paused, pressing my ear.
I bet it's a dildo machine. Go ahead.
To the black entryway as I listened intently for any other sounds. Perhaps it was the generator outside that powered the entire funhouse. Shrugging it off, I laughed a little sigh of disappointment as I realized the door was not going to budge. I'd taken a wrong turn, obviously. Prepared to turn around, I shuffled my way back to find the correct path, and I slipped in something wet on the floor.
God damn it, more mustard.
What if instead of, maybe this is just no in-house, but they're inside a carnival, and the horror of it isn't anything like, overt or, killing people or seeing people die. Maybe the horror of it is that you just keep hitting wet things and turning doorknobs, hitting wet things and turning doorknobs.
And you can never like wipe yourself off. Yeah, that would suck.
So you're going to write on this right here, right now, you're going to come up with the idea for Wet Knob House?
Wet Knob House?
Sweet.
Is that a title?
Yeah, maybe.
That's the porno parody of No In House.
No, I mean for the episode. That might be.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
That'll work.
Immediately, my stomach churned as my mind raced to assumptions. Someone had probably thrown up in here, either from fear or intoxication, and I had stepped in it. Disgust rushed through me. Disgust. All that I feel rushing through me.
God damn. Absolutely gross. Wait, what?
Absolute vomit.
Absolute vomit. I don't remember that absolute ad.
Oh,
That's
it's all coming back to throwing up on doorknobs.
Yep.
Oh, man.
What a callback. Quickly dispelling the happy vibe that had followed me around all evening. What a great way to end the night.
This is a weird, like, just contextual feeling I'm getting from reading this story. This is the opposite of what we currently read on No Sleep, where the narrator, like, bumps into something and then automatically assumes it's Bigfoot. And this story, where clearly, like, there's something really wrong happening. They're like, oh, someone threw up on the floor. Ew, LED glue.
It's Barfoot.
You're absolutely right. And maybe we're being nicer to this story than we would be otherwise because it's having a completely different problem than we're used to.
Well, and it feels like it's a little still unbelievable, but this does feel like a person as opposed to a trendy vlogger fabrication. So maybe you're right.
It's not fake. It's really written from this person's vision rather than what they want to be perceived as. I think is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and you know what? Someone sneaking a dead body into a carnival funhouse is more believable than literal hell opening up in the, back storeroom of a fucking ritual chamber in a Walmart. Sorry, but
what was that one that you posted not too long ago? The title that was the title that was something like it turns out that organic life might be possible.
Oh yeah.
What fucking
you can genetically engineer life. Yeah, everyone fucking does all the time.
I think we missed an opportunity. We should have called our podcast Literal Hell. Works on multiple levels here. But I wanted to point out that I have that feeling again, like sometimes I get when we read these stories where I feel like nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Like the person entered a fun house, saw some props, and found a false exit or something. But it seems like we've covered a lot of ground in the story just to get so little, actually happening. Like,
yeah, this is no, you're right. A lot of this is padding. Like we kind of, and it's a shame because the premise is good. Nothing wrong with that. I think this author probably just felt as though they came up with maybe 7 paragraphs and said, "Oh no, I got to stretch this out. I'll just put in more detail. I'll put in more scenarios," without thinking that each paragraph really needs to advance us somewhere. Very common mistake to make. Everyone does it. So I can forgive that. It's definitely dragging the story out, but it's not the worst sin as far as creating a story.
It really needs to have a twist other than the decorations were bodies.
Yeah.
If that's the sole twist, it's like, okay, this could have been a 1-sentence story.
Could have been a good 2-sentence horror story.
Yeah.
But, you're actually like giving us insight as to why the creepypasta narration thing makes people like stories and miss their faults. Because if someone's reading out like a bunch of paragraphs and it's not directly advancing the story, you're more forgiving of it.
Sure.
But when you actually need to read it yourself, it gets way more boring. It's kind of like if you're watching a Let's Play of a sort of boring or bad game, it's entertaining, but then playing the game, it sucks.
Yeah.
Right. Usually I have the opposite problem. Usually I watch people playing a game and I'm like, holy fuck, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'll just play it. Fuck you.
No. What up, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. Hey, make sure to hit that like, comment, subscribe button. And, let's get right into the video. But before we do that, make sure to hit up giantfunhousepenis.com.
God damn it. Yeah, you missed one important part of that. You have to say, what is up, Waffle Army? It's me, your boy, Post Waffle 420. You have to have a name for your people because they're all yours.
Welcome up, Waffle Toasters.
What's up, Wafflers? Not sure about that name. Might go to a different one.
What's up, Wallflowers?
What up, funhousepenis.com
Oh
army?
my god. Can I steal that? Can I if I ever do a Let's Play video, I'm gonna call everyone listening Wallflowers.
Yes.
Oh.
What is up, Luftwaffens? My name is
God damn it.
What up, analytics?
What is up, people I desperately hope don't forget about me within 3 months?
Now focusing more on my surroundings, I began to notice a smell. It didn't reek of vomit, but rather it was a bitter metallic smell. Oil from the generator? No, it was a little different. Okay, blood and oil do not smell alike whatsoever. It was more bittersweet. I scrunched my nose before heading back down the corridor. Whatever it was, it didn't matter. I had to be close to the end by now. I had a sudden desire to go find my friends and head back home for the night. My fun had been ruined by someone else's bad luck. At least I wasn't the only one who had wandered down the wrong tunnel.
Wow.
Hello.
I kind of forgot that, what do you mean hello? How dare you? I kind of forgot that this person had friends, supposedly, in the park. Well, not the author.
I know.
I mean, that's something where it's like, I got to find my friends. It's like, oh yeah, there's other people there. It's not just someone just diddling around in a funhouse. Dragging my fingers along the walls once again, I searched. I searched for another passage.
And lo and behold, did we go through thine fun house, searched.
It only took a moment or two before my fingers slid round a corner to my right. I don't know how I managed to miss it before, but I hurried. Okay, I can't even do the accent now because this sentence. But I turned the corner. I hurriedly maybe turned the corner.
I hurried turned the corner.
I hurried turned the corner. Yeah, you do. That's right. My face smacked right into another prop as I rounded the corner. I shrieked with the sudden shock, my body instinctively falling back. Stop falling and screaming, you screaming, falling fucking idiot. All you're doing is falling and screaming and falling. Instinctively falling back away from whatever it was I had just run into. As I glanced up toward the source of the thrill, several LED lights flickered on and off behind it. One of those cheap Halloween sound effects blaring in the background. I like to think at this point the Halloween sound effect is just someone going, boo, boo, because it's just very bland.
It's just Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Eeyore, sure.
You'll never get out of here alive.
What I saw...
The Prime Minister's going to execute you.
I'm wearing Piglet's face. What I saw in those few short-lived green flashes horrified me. This time, I got a good look at the dummy, almost every last inch of its frame, covered in what looked like blood. From the chest down into the stomach cavity was torn open. Fresh, it's just dead bodies, folks. Fresh sausage-looking guts poured out onto the floor. I could barely eat them. No, it hung suspended by its neck. What?
Ooh,
so hungry.
body sausages.
Ooh. It hung suspended by its neck from the ceiling. As I sat there on the floor, God, stop fucking falling on the floor. Another bright green flash erupted behind it. It was then that true terror struck me. Terrified eyes rolled down towards me, peering directly into my own. That was no dummy. So the dead person is undead, hanging up there.
Yeah, and the dead person was hung from the ceiling. If you want to be hung like a big old fresh stomach sausage, make sure to hit up funhousepenispills.com/frantic wang.
And don't forget to use the promo code ScreamFall42.
Just Screamfall.
Screamfall.
Promo code body sausage.
Body sausage. Screamfall, by the way, is my favorite Transformer.
Wop, wop, wop.
It's just very slapstick. Maybe this person is Homer Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe.
My red hair.
Sausage.
Body sausage.
Is your body sausage a weenie or a Frankenfurter?
Damn it.
Completely.
Gee, Bill, how come your mom lets you have 2 body sausages?
I can't believe your mom let you eat 2 dick pills. Yeah, I can't get rid of this erection.
Call a doctor.
Also, why is your mom giving you dick pills?
She wants me to grow up to be big and strong.
God damn it.
That's not how those work, Fred. Completely encompassed by the dick pills. By the onset of fear, my body went into overdrive as my limbs began to flail beneath me.
This is just a comedic scene now.
Now it's like a Gmod animation.
Yes.
This is kind of written like a comedy of errors, a little bit.
Yeah. Is it intentional? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
It's not intentional that it's kind of comedic?
I don't think so.
Oh.
It's turning into like a Don Knotts thing. It's like, I didn't know the bodies were going to be dead bodies.
I feel like it's a little, there's like a hair of self-deprecation. A little bit. Like I screamed and fell on my ass. Like I'm not strong or brave or anything. I'm a coward. Ha ha ha.
Well, and make sure to pick up Slimebeast's album, his acoustic album, where he's, strumming guitar and all depressed. Hair of self-deprecation.
Hair of self-deprecation.
As my lips began to flail beneath me in an attempt to get up, I began to slip on blood that on the floor. My heart beat feverishly against the walls of my chest, my breathing flying out of control as I began to drown in my own panic.
Yeah.
Like Scoob, I think we're caught in a fun house, but the bodies are real.
I'm sure glad that the bodies are in there and that we're out here and that there's sausages and all those dummies, those prompts, they were real. I began to whisper it as I began to sink in. I began to whisper, whimper.
Whimper.
My favorite Pokemon.
Yeah. Top.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, I missed and hit you in the face.
It's okay.
As it began to sink in, digging my heels.
Heals. Heels.
Down.
I put heels
floor.
of bread on my feet, walking around.
What? Wait a minute. That's never mind.
The wrong heel.
Still the wrong heel. Yeah, never mind. That fell flat.
Sure.
This is Gmod. I had heels, luckily.
Oh boy. I'm fucking dying here, guys. Into the floor the best I could. I pushed myself back, crab walking back. Oh my god, it is Gmod.
Yeah.
Back down to the corridor in search of an exit. Losing track of time, I crawled back.
Losing track of time.
Crawled back frantically through the dark hallway for what seemed like forever until I felt it was safe to turn around. I wanted out of that freakish house of horrors immediately.
Harry.
That was no fun house. It was no fun house.
Harry Potter. Harry, you're a Halloween dummy. But I'm just Harry. No, you're a dummy, Harry. You know that Gmod animation? No. Okay, fine.
The story started out solid, and then much like the protagonist, got real sloppy towards the end. Things just kind of fall apart.
Well, all I know is I have to bring up that video and put it in the Skype chat for you.
Rolling around onto all fours. Rolling around at the speed of dick sausage, I became horribly aware of the racket I was making. How long had I been whimpering? Had someone heard me? Paralyzing fear threatened to break down the door to my subconscious as I crawled on all fours back the way I had come. I needed to get out of here immediately. Whoever was killing people might still be in there, and I didn't want to meet them.
So, assuming, okay, the person looked down at you, so I mean, they had their guts spilled out all over the floor, they've been hung up, they've had lights glued to them, and they're still looking down at you with their eyes. I would assume you would you not think that was some kind of supernatural crazy shit, or maybe...
Or just a really good prop, like,
or maybe
honestly,
it was just robotic eyeballs.
Yeah.
Robotic eyeballs. If you want robotic eyeballs, visit roboteyes.net/balls. At long last, I saw a brightening of the black, heavy-duty cardboard walls of the funhouse. Okay. I gasped a sigh of relief, hot tears beginning to pour down my face. Hot Tears, my favorite 1980s hair metal band. As I hurried toward the exit, sunlight became more apparent as I crawled. Its weak last rays fighting for its life against the twilight. There was shuffling behind me now. Oh my god, it's Shapeal. There was shuffling behind me now in the corridor and a low scraping sound. I heard someone say, in the darkness. I whimpered loudly, my voice jagged with pure horror. I was almost out of this place. Okay. 2 more paragraphs. Let's bring this home.
And then let's watch the door away from which I entered, throwing my hands out the door. I curled my fingers over the door jamb to thrust myself forward and on down the stairs.
Okay,
my body rolled.
I left is the summary of that.
Very dramatically. As my body rolled out into the grass, A loud cry of frustration echoed from inside the trailer. I didn't waste any time rolling on my stomach and pushing myself onto my feet again. My emerald eyes rolled across the crowd, coming out of my head. Their terrified faces gawking at me as I rose to my full height. I didn't wait. I didn't stop. Breaking into tears, I pushed through the crowd, leaving bloody handprints on T-shirts and bare shoulders.
That's a good image.
That is.
That's a very good image.
I wanted to get out of there right now.
All right.
But that would be so much more powerful if it was like so much more brief of just like this moment of everyone's terrified. Like you go in there, there are dead bodies. You get blood all over you, and then like you roll out into the crowd and don't realize that you're covered in blood, and then you start accidentally freaking out other people as well, and they're looking at you like you're a crazy person. That's a good image, but it's like,
well, I mean, I pushed through the crowd, leaving bloody handprints on T-shirts and bare shoulders. It's just you can picture that very easily.
Yes,
that sentence is a diamond in the fluff. That's what it is.
Well, to be fair, you can picture it because it's relatable. We've all been in that moment of accidentally getting blood all over people.
Right, exactly. Okay, Abysmii, this is the last paragraph. This is all you, buddy.
When I finally found my friends, they all gathered around me in an effort to comfort my trembling frame. By then, I was uncontrollably crying, my salty tears leaving streaks in the bright red blood from the funhouse. Security had already been called, and it took them very little time to find me. They had stormed the funhouse, quickly discovering the grisly remains of 11 people. The culprit had yet to be found, but they were scouring the grounds as they questioned me. I only half listened. The crowd of hundreds of people and their oversized stuffed animals suddenly terrified me. That is a callback to the beginning, which I actually appreciate. Mentions all the oversized stuffed animals that she likes.
The furries, yeah.
All the furries walking around.
Bring your furry to the fair day.
Oh, God. One of them, any of them, could have been the culprit.
The people or the animals?
Yes.
Okay.
So this was the Funhouse.
Has there ever been a horror movie about a killer giant stuffed animal from a fair?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
I mean, they kind of have that in the Silent Hill second movie, which might literally be the worst movie of all time. It's incredible.
So yeah, that is, what was this? The Funhouse.
The first edit's by The Crown Clown. So
The Crown Clown.
Yeah.
The Joker? Crown Prince of Comedy?
And if anyone's wondering, you can find this story at the Juggalo Creepypasta Wikia, which apparently is a thing.
Yes. People don't know this actually. The entire staff of the Creepypasta Wiki are all juggalos, and so they finally changed their URL to reflect that. By the way,
conceptually, this really wasn't that bad. It was just so unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
That's what she said. What year was this written in? 2014. Do we give this it's a product of its time?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
It doesn't really fit neatly into any category of writing problems from an era.
Nah, yeah.
I don't know why it kind of turned into JFK there. Of an era.
Of an era. We're trying to locate Chappelle.
We know that she frequented the Creepypasta Wikia. I'm sorry, I meant fandom.
Yeah, it's funny. I joined the Creepypasta Discord, the Creepypasta Wiki Discord, basically just to piss them off.
Yeah.
So every time they talk about anything to do with the Wikia, I always say, "You mean fandom?" I love it. It's fun. None of them will ever hear this, so I'm safe saying that. But yeah, so the Funhouse. So if we had to rate this out of 5 LED lights,
I'm going to rate this a refreshing departure from no sleep. That's the best praise I can get it, and that is high praise.
Yeah,
I'd say so. It's hard to put a numerical value on it because the core of it is there's nothing wrong with it. That's fine. It's just the execution. Let me put it this way. this, if you're sitting down with the author at a writing table and you're passing your stories back and forth, this is a very easy story to quote unquote fix.
Right.
This is a very easy story for you to say, like, I'm seeing some really obvious problems here that we can just nix real easy, make this shorter, and it's going to be a real good read. But then the person, you're in the writing class and the author's like, well, it's got to be so many words, so I'm going to keep it this way. And it's like, okay, that's fine. But then, like, go home and make it not that long.
Instead of writing about a funhouse full of dead people hung up as props, how about you write a story about a sassy black woman named Spiel?
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
Hey everyone, it's Abysmii. Welcome to my Kickstarter for my first ever video game. It's a video game. You're gonna, you give me the money, you give me $1 million, then I can make my video game. My video game is the best video game. You know Grand Theft Auto? You know Five Nights at Freddy's? You know fucking, think of that game you like. Think about what you like about it. It's gonna be that. Mine's gonna be that. You get level one, you drink like I'm doing now. You drink and you come up with good ideas, and you get more points the more you drink and the better ideas you come up with. Then level 2, you go out and you yell at the people who said your ideas were bad, and you yell at the people who don't believe in you and your awesome video game idea and why nobody wants to give you money for it and fucking venture capital seed funding. So you go to the people and you do a grassroots and you ask for money to make your super awesome video game. Now I know what you're all thinking. Abysmii, are there going to be big titty goth girls in it? Yes, at first, but that's not it. It's not a one-note trick pony video game. It's not one trick pony simulator, although that is level 3. So if that's your thing, then you probably want to just skip towards level 3. Secondly, you gotta give me more money for stretch goals. And for the stretch goals, there's gonna be DLC. And for the DLC, you pay another $15, and then the $15 gets you skin packs for your big titty goth girls. And that's all I got right now, but I mean, it's $1 million idea. If you want to give more than $1 million, I'm happy to take it. So just leave your comments in the comment box below. I don't know how this website works. How do you turn this off? Well, I gotta go eat dinner.
All right, so oh, fine. That's Jesus Christ. I guess we're not doing plugs in this episode.
Nothing serious.
Do your last plug. And then
do the last one.
All right, Abysmii's dinner. Get it while it lasts. comes in 5 flavors: sweet, savory, bacterium, plaid, and spousal abuse.
Are we pushing this now?
Yeah.
Are we pushing domestic violence Abysmii right after pushing family values Abysmii?
Well, the two go hand in hand, let's be traditional family values.
Yeah.
A lot of beatings.
Traditional family values, like doing meth with a gay prostitute in a hotel room while your kids are at home sick.
Yeah. If you want to raise a family up, you have to lay them out a few times.
It's like they always say, it takes a village to raise a child. and also they need to see domestic violence and have their parents do meth.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a child, but it only takes one ornery father to stumble home drunk, very angry that day.
Can we go on Wikipedia and change the saying to "It takes Abysmii to raise a child"? Everybody.
500 of Abysmii's children are closing down. Being replaced by robots.
After not getting vaccinated, 500 of Abysmii's children are suffering from watermelon booty.